Imagine racing with your daughter in the car countless times, rushing to emergency room in the middle of the night as she groans and cries in pain in the back seat of the car. Imagine having to stop work in the middle to go pick up your child because she has a fever anytime. Imagine your daughter sending you a video at 2 a.m. in the morning showing you how she almost bled to death and she recorded it all as an adult. Hello, my name is Valerie. I have two daughters with sickle cell. It has been very difficult as a parent of a sickle cell child, doing your best as children to bring them up to be independent, and then as adults, they lack support to completely live on their own, to finish school because they get sick and they're in the hospital and they cannot finish their work on time. Such is what do? We create an app to help them out in the meantime, such that when somebody here in Baltimore, Maryland is sick with sickle cell, I can go visit them and provide support, hoping that somebody will do the same for my children in Atlanta when they get sick. And you'll hear from my daughter, Karen SATA Atieno-Mara.
Hello, my name is Karen SATA Atieno-Mara. I was born August 5th, 1996 in Nairobi, Kenya. I was born with sickle cell disease, SS. Living with sickle cell has affected every aspect of my life, positive and negative. As you could see, this is one of the negatives. Having to be in the hospital can be very traumatic and chip away at you one visit at a time. Some of the pros would be meeting the people that I've met throughout my life, like at Sickle Cell Camp, Camp New Hope. Shout out to Camp New Hope, which has been renamed to Camp New Light. Send your children there if you have a child with sickle cell. We need the community. We need the understanding. We need to see other people that can understand our pain and empathize with us, not just sympathize. I wouldn't wish this disease on my worst enemy. Sincerely, would not. Sometimes it feels like your bones are disintegrating. Sometimes it feels like you're being pulled apart by two horses. Sometimes it feels like you're being stabbed in your chest, in your back, and that somebody's just twisting a knife. That is the extremes of description that I feel and have heard other people describe. So
Hi, my name is Hazel Gachoka. I am very excited to be a part of the Twakwetu, where we are studying sickle cell anemia, doing AI. I am based in Kenya, and I read a book by Adebayo Ayomi, and it was about sickle cell. And that's what made me so aware that it's a very prevalent disease, especially in Africa, especially more so in West Africa, in places like Nigeria.
Hello, my name is Christine Abernathy. I live in Nashville, Tennessee in the US, and what drew me to this topic is just being able to have some sickle cell warriors, two of my nieces, and work on a hackathon with folks who have never coded before. I've been in a few, and what I hope to contribute is some of the designs, the planning, the back end, and just seeing all of this come together. This is really exciting. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mary Hudson. I'm in Norwalk, Connecticut. My background is IT management, and the reason I was interested in this project was because of my two nieces, Mantina and Sata, who have been struggling with sickle cell disease all their lives. And I watched this video of a young man in West Africa, couldn't afford any medical attention or help and resources, and I wanted to contribute in the back end, the front end, with giving ideas, implementing those ideas.
spaces in here as well. They've also created the ability to save the feeling or the mood or the pain scale. So again, this is showcased so that it changes the profile image as well. And so I guess we could test out the sign up. So I'm going to sign up as this user and see if it remembers it. So just to make sure it remembers it, I'm going to sign in as a demo account in the meantime, and then sign in as the other account. Looks like it always remembers the last one.
Hello, I'm Greg Durham. I'm 17 years old and I live with sickle cell anemia. Yeah, and it's the experience I've personally had is it's not that easy. Yes.
Hi, I'm Michael Yanotino. I'm aged 22 years old. I am suffering from sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia has brought impact in my life, negative impact. First of all, I'm in pain. I feel joint pain like now.
Hi, my name is Mantane Mara and I am partnering with Bolt. I live with sickle cell disease, obviously type SS. Just to begin, sickle cell is a blood disorder disease, and if the cells cannot get enough oxygen or hydration, they tend to sickle, causing immense pain. To live with sickle cell, you get to see both sides of the spectrum, the good and the bad. Obviously, the good is having a great support system first and foremost. And although you run into people who are learning about the disease for the first time, they very quickly learn to understand. Another is meeting friends in our community. I don't think people really understand it like we do. We know where we're coming from. We all share the same pain, and it's refreshing when you meet those from the sickle cell warrior community who understands exactly what you're going through. And of course, the people who cheer you on throughout your journey, who want to see you do better and just want the best for you. One of the worst is losing our fellow sickle cell warriors that we've grown up with, that we've become friends with, and that we've become family with. But the downside will never stop us from living our life, persevering in life, pursuing our goals. And although it may affect our mental health from time to time and time again, we're sickle cell warriors. And most of the time, for me at least, how and what I feel like is there's no time to be sickly. From one sickle cell warrior to the next, I stand for you and I stand with you.